What's going on, Mixalon Gamers? It is Benson. Today we're going to be roasting every Call of Duty Zombies game, Treyarch only. Let's get into it. Now we got World at War, and you might be thinking, why Doris? Well, that's because literally nobody else plays any other map besides it. You have the introduction of the 4 essential perks, which realistically are the only perks you'll ever need, and it's Stranded to thank for this game. The addition of Juggernog was absolutely needed because the 2-hit system was garbage, and it was the only way they could fix it. And speaking of hits, the zombies literally glue to you when you're getting hit. There's no way you could actually melee in this game in the early rounds, and your best bet is just shooting them without getting the 130 points. The guns suck in this game besides a select few because most World War II weapons are kind of garbage in every single World War II game. Quick Revive doesn't even work in solo, so you know, if you want to play solo, well, there goes that out the window. The only way you can play zombies in this is camping as well, and if you're not doing the camping strat or anything else, you're probably just gonna die on round 8.
Boom. Roasted.
Black Ops 1 had some beautiful maps, especially Shangri-La in particular. You know what's not beautiful? The mystery box luck. In this game, the guns are absolutely garbage. You usually would spin the mystery box to get rid of your original starting pistol, but there's a chance you can get another pistol or even dual-wield pistols. And even some that are good, the reload on them takes forever, especially the LMGs. Just this RPK alone takes 4 seconds to reload without speed cola, and that goes with Pack-a-Punch as well. There's only like 5 or 6 good weapons in the game. I don't think that's something healthy. Each map had something very specific to it, something very unique, but usually that unique thing was absolutely horrible for the player. In Moon you had the Cosmonaut, and in Shangri-La you have the Fire and Shrieker Zombies. I don't know how this got passed in Treyarch when they were testing this game, but who thought it was a good idea to have a flaming zombie that just causes flames on your screen, and when he explodes he can just concussion you and you get down from that. There's always zombies around in this map and you have to deal with stuff like that. Black Ops 1 in a whole is just something, you know, there's just a lot of questionable things, and you really go look back and you're like, wow, I don't know why they did that, and why did Treyarch even think of that. Plus, even if you are a new player and you try and go back and play this game, you're not gonna make it far with how difficult it is. It is unusually difficult and cruel, and most of the time you're just gonna die on round 6.
Boom. Roasted.
Black Ops 2 is considered to be one of the best in the series, but it's also considered to be one of the worst. Half of the game is considered to be bad and half the other is good. That's not something a video game should be. It should be either good or bad, right? I mean, really, just look at the gameplay. Does this look entertaining? Do the colors look nice? Does any of this look nice? No, it doesn't. Not at all. Half of the game is filled with very tedious rooms, like something you would never expect, but not in a good way. I really don't even know what you'd call this room in Die Rise, but people who've played Die Rise know exactly what this room is. It's just a path to get to power, and after that you are never gonna come over here unless you absolutely need to. There's other very tedious things in this game as well, as considering the jumping jacks as to be one of them, not even all. I mean, Treyarch, what were you thinking? Bringing these things along? Like, you could have brought any boss zombie around and made you melee them for a perk, but you had to bring something like this. The whole idea of jumping jacks is lazy, number 1, and number 2, they're very tedious and annoying. Like, imagine if you had fleas and you had to take care of them by collecting them. You know how annoying, you know how long you'd be there that day? Well, that's how it is mailing these jumping jacks in Die Rise. And speaking of tedious and annoying, the buildables in this game are very annoying as well. The concept of them is a cool idea, but the fact that you had to go back for 4 or 5 parts consistently throughout the map, especially in a map like Die Rise, is honestly a fatal flaw. And speaking of fatal flaws, we have Who's Who, one of the most useless perks in Call of Duty Zombies. It's really no wonder as to why this only popped up on one map and no map other. This mimic of Quick Revive basically is something that will sentence you to death. I mean, really, even on round 8 and higher, are you really going to be able to kill a zombie with an M1911 starting pistol? Didn't think so. And even if you do, most of the time, you're probably going to be surrounded and die upon revive.
Boom. Roasted.
Black Ops 3, Black Ops 3. Oh, there you are, Black Ops 3. I couldn't see you behind all the gobblegums I had to use. No, but in all seriousness, it is very irritating to always have to do something extremely complicated every single time I play a Black Ops 3 map besides the Giant. Seriously, doing the Shadows of Evil rituals every single time just gets really irritating. Don't even get me started on the bosses, because every single boss in this game has something to do with just overpowered mechanics or just something extremely simply easy. There's no in between with this game. game. Like Mark was, they're strong, but then they're weak. I don't get it. Just like the rituals, the power systems in this game is really irritating, with Shadows of Evil with the Apothecans, and then also Zetsubo and Shima with the water buckets. It never ends with this game, even just with all the pack-a-punches in this game. It's awful just trying to just simply get something as simple as pack-a-punch turned on. Like, why do I gotta fight intergalactic demons just to get to pack-a-punch? Like what went wrong here? Everything has got to be tied to story with this game. I swear, you can't go 1 minute without seeing story. Just like in the Shadows of Evil arena, you could see the Great War engravements in the walls. Then you have the most overpowered perk in history. I mean, it is fun to play with, but like, if you could only run one perk, you're probably gonna pick Widow's Wine, just because the zombies literally cannot hit you. They really realized that the other games were too hard, so they're like, let's make it way easier. Things are too easy in this game. Double Pack-a-Punch is the wonder weapon of every single map and beats out every other wonder weapon. Like, seriously, what went wrong here? Black Ops 3, you're too easy.
Boom. Roasted.
Black Ops 4 had some horrible wonder weapons, and one of them being the death of Orion. This is literally just a copycat of the Wonder Waff DG2, and I don't understand why Treyarch added it. It's really bad. The ray gun got remastered again for the 5th time, so I mean, that makes it absolutely just so much better, right? You guys liking this round 9 making crawlers gameplay? It looks pretty great, right? Why wouldn't you use this over any other wonder weapon, right? And speaking of wonder weapons, I mean, we have the worst set of wonder weapons in Call of Duty Zombies history, the Ray Gun Mark II upgrades. It comes on one of the worst maps in Black Ops 4, and really, I don't know why Treyarch even decided to remaster the Ray Gun Mark IIs. I'm not gonna lie, I think the Mod 12 is better than this version of the Ray Gun Mark II. Alpha Omega as a whole was a bad concept, and the main area of the map is just Black Ops 2 Nuketown Zombies. The rest of the map is just Blackout Nuketown ported into zombies, which makes it really unoriginal, and that's what Black Ops 4 suffers the most. I mean, everything about this is unoriginal. Another issue with Black Ops 4 is you literally spawn with 2 wonder weapons, making any other wonder weapon ultimately useless. Like, it really just killed game progression at the end of the day.
Boom. Roasted.
Cold War Zombies is the little brother to basically every other Black Ops installment. I mean, really, it's round 26. I'm not even sweating. The gameplay here is extremely easy compared to other round 26s. Lack of originality, lack of wonder weapons, and lack of actual useful weapons contribute to why this game is bad. I mean, really, the second best map in this game is a remaster remake of one of the first maps ever made, with little to do besides camp or maybe train around. It remastered perks, it didn't re-innovate and make new ones, rather it added ones that kind of rehashed with other perks. Tombstone in specific works like garbage, it doesn't work, and the base version from Black Ops 2 is a lot better. And well, with perks comes power. Each power situation in every map is something different, but not very unique. You do a small quest to get power on, which really is very boring and gets annoying after doing 20,000 times. And of course, the wonder weapons in this game suck. The die upgrades and variants are worse than the actual base one itself, which is garbage. I mean, really, are you seeing this gameplay? You're sucking zombies up and it takes 5 to 10 seconds just to get a charge back. With those problems still, like I said, this is still an extremely easy game, as you could have score streaks that completely take you out of the battlefield and wipe an entire round with a chopper gunner. And not even just that alone, the score streak system, you could revive yourself 89 times or even more. Cold War Zombies, you're just way too easy.
Boom. Roasted.
Vanguard Zombies is the one zombies game everyone can agree is dog water.
Boom. Roasted.